all doing? I hope you're having a great week. I'm in here looking for this ball, but can I tell you a little secret? I don't like this room. It kind of scares me. You know, there's lots of cool things in there, but the light doesn't always work. So I don't like going there. I'm pretty sure I saw a spider somewhere, and I don't like spiders. Do you have a place maybe somewhere that you don't like to go? It's kind of dark maybe and you don't like it. Maybe you saw some spiders and you don't like spiders. I don't like spiders. I run away all the time. I do. But I'm glad you're here because I want to tell you all about the next story with Moses. And it's an absolutely awesome story. You remember the first week I told you how God spoke to Moses through what? That's right, a burning bush. That's right, a bush that wasn't burning, but it was burning, but it wasn't burning because it wasn't stopping from burning. Because if something burns, it's got to stop eventually. It just kept burning. Maybe it was burning for like 2 or 3 hours or something, but it was like just kept on burning. And Moses went to see the bush, and then God spoke to Moses through the bush and told him to go to Egypt to help the people of Israel because he really, really wants to help all the Jewish people. He wants to help them. And then Moses eventually went. He didn't really want to go at first, but eventually he went and he talked to the people. He told them how God wanted to help them. They needed to learn to trust God. That's right. You guys remember that? That's right. So now we're in this third part of our story. And next week I'm going to finish the story. But you see, Moses had to go and do something that was very, very difficult. And I'm telling you, you think this room is scary, or maybe that room that you at your house or somewhere where you saw those spiders and you don't like it. I'm telling you, this must have been so scary what he had to go. He had to go in a sense in a room where the Pharaoh, remember, the leader of Egypt was there. And he had to tell them to let go of all of the people that are Jewish and let them go and worship their God because God wants them to go far away and worship their God. You see, he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to do that. So Moses actually went there. I don't know how you, but I'd be like, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Kind of like when I was going in here, and even worse. And you know what? Moses was walking there, and he went to their room, and he says, "Hey, Pharaoh!" Because they knew each other. They were like kind of like family. I'll tell you that part of the story some other time. But they were kind of like they really knew each other. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, how you doing? Yeah." And they were like, "Hey, high five," and all that. But then Moses had to say something that was really, really hard. Have you ever had to say something that was really, really hard? Maybe to mom and dad. Maybe you broke something or something happened at the house and you have to tell the truth. That's hard, right? So here is Moses having to talk to Pharaoh. And he's like, "Pharaoh, I'm glad that I got to see you again, but I got to tell you something and I'm not sure if you're going to like it." So he goes and tells him, he says, "You see all the Jewish people? God spoke to me through a burning bush." Maybe Pharaoh's like, "What? A burning bush? What do you mean a bush that doesn't burn, that burns, that doesn't burn, that burns, that doesn't burn?" You know, that's kind of weird. Yeah, God spoke to him through a burning bush. So Pharaoh, you see all these people that are working for you, all your slaves, you gotta let go. You gotta let go of them because they gotta go away, very far away, and they gotta worship because God has a plan for them and they gotta do something awesome. And you're kind of standing in the way, Pharaoh. The Bible tells us that Pharaoh wasn't very happy. He actually got angry all through this time. The Bible tells us that God said, "No way, Jose, no way. You got to let go of my people. Let my people go," he says. And every time Pharaoh refused, and Moses spoke to him 10 times. He spoke to Pharaoh 10 times, and 10 times he kept saying, "If you don't do it, God's going to send a plague, something really, really bad, like a punishment." One was like the water turned all red into like blood. The other one was like little frogs everywhere. There's another one. It was just all these really, really weird things that made things very, very difficult for the people of Egypt. See, he didn't want to listen. No, he didn't want to listen. See, we need to do what God wants us to do, or we need to be honest with people. We need to be strong because God says, just like last week, that God's going to give us the strength to be able to do it. See, God wants to give you the strength to be able to do it. See, that's what this story is about, partly. It's about God giving strength to Moses and God setting a whole people free. Even though sometimes things are scary, we need to do the right thing. Yeah, we do. So even though a room is scary, if you need to get something, you gotta go there. Maybe your parents are saying, oh, go get those beans downstairs, or go get that can of something, or go finish the laundry in the basement. You don't want to go there because it's kind of scary because of the spiders that are there. But I'm telling you, we need to listen because God wants us to listen. See, God's going to make you strong to be able to do awesome things. Maybe awesome things like Moses. But I'm telling you, God is about to set them free. Pharaoh doesn't want to, but God sends these plagues because God is on your side. God wants to help us. Okay, kids, next week, I'm going to tell you the rest of the story. I am so excited. I can't wait to tell you the rest of the story. Kids, have a great week. Bye!